In English, we have two idioms that oppose each other. They're idioms about relationships. The first one is birds of a feather flock together, and the second one is opposites attract. So, birds of a feather flock together mean that people with similar traits come together. It's natural for people who are very similar to be friends or to start a romantic relationship. Whereas opposites attract means that people with very different traits become attracted to each other, especially in a romantic sense. From a common sense point of view, I think both are true and both are not true. They're a mixture. I think we need to have traits with a partner or a friend that are similar to ours. But we also need a variety. So we enjoy our partners or our friends having some different traits to us. So I think it's a mixture. However, I read an article in Time magazine about some research from the University of Boulder in Colorado. In that research, it states that couples will have 89% of their traits being the same. So couples will be very, very similar to each other. The kind of traits that they talked about was religious beliefs, educational level, IQ, amongst many others. But I was dubious about this because there are so many different traits. Is this just that this research chooses one set of traits? If it's chosen other traits, then maybe the outcome would have been different. But the writers of the paper said they had 95% certainty. And the reason they had 95% certainty was because they used meta-analysis. So, in their analysis, they used 199 published papers statistics. And they also used information from 800,000 people from the Biobank in the UK, which has about 500,000 people's information on it. So that's a lot of information, much more information than is usually found in some kind of research. I wasn't really sure how to explain meta-analysis, so I asked ChatGPT. And what ChatGPT said was, meta-analysis is a statistical method that combines analysis data from multiple scientific studies on the same topic to draw more robust conclusions. It helps researchers identify overall trends and patterns by pooling data from various studies, providing a clearer and more reliable understanding of the subject. Do you think this is correct? Is meta-analysis that good? Can it be 95% correct? Can we trust it? I'm very dubious about that. And I have some reasons. My first reason to be dubious is that how can it be decided what was good research and what was bad research? If you're looking at 199 papers, and in this case some of the papers dated back to 1907, a very, very long time ago, how can we decide which were well researched and which were badly researched if they're all put together? That doesn't really make sense to me. My second reason is traditionally with research there's a hypothesis. From the hypothesis a method is made. You go through the method, you make your results, and then you give your conclusions, your discussion and your conclusions. Within the discussion and conclusions, of course, you could add other people's research that backs you up or is opposed to what you're saying. You can put them into the discussion. but their statistics are not being put into your statistics. I find that a little bit worrying. And my last worry is not all research is published. Mainly research which has a positive outcome is published. Research with a negative outcome is often not published. So, using this mass of information, it seems that it's all based on a positive outcome with nothing with a negative outcome. So I find it very hard to trust meta-analysis. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have a good enough understanding of it. So, in our lessons this week, and for anyone who wants to join in the comments, I have some questions. So first, how do you feel about the English idioms, birds of a feather flock together and opposites attract? The second question, what are the positives about meta-analysis for you? What do you think meta-analysis brings to science? And finally, what are the negative things you see in meta-analysis? What things need to be cleared up? What things need to be made better? I'm looking forward to your ideas. See you in class or see you in the comments below. もしこのビデオが気に入ったらいいねをお願いします。Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.